Hello, fellow travelers. I'm Veronica from Human Design Journey with the channels here, the channel of Openness 1222, a design of a social or anti-social being, and of course, openness or not being open. This is one of the three social channels, actually. The other two are tribal, the 4037 and the 596. And by saying it's one of the three social channels, it's not um, being friendly. We have nothing to do with friendliness or acquaintances. It's actually for people you don't know more, whether you're open to strangers or not. And actually, when those people are not open to strangers, the whole group they're in together can be impacted by that. And the whole group is not open. And the opposite, of course, being open. It's part of the melancholic frequency of the emotional, again, motorized energy. So that's the first manifestor channel we come across with this series of looking at the channels. It's a direct, powerful motor connected to throat, which means to the center of um, putting things in reality, of communicating them or action. It's a primary center of manifestation. So this channel is a manifesting channel and it is here to impact. Hence, they have the clarity and they wait for this inner impulse. So wait for the inner impulse. Here, waiting is a virtue. We have an emotional manifester energy. So whether you're a manifester or manifesting generator or um yeah, if you have this channel, it's about acting and being when you're in the mood and when you're open. It can be very empowering once you let people come close to you. You can mutate them and empower them with words or with sounds, with poetry or with music. This is a very creative energy here that we have. And when these people are down on their wave, it can be a very dark place, which wakes up your creativity. It's not, um, it's romance and love. Actually, that's one of the keywords of the individual circuitry is love. If you don't love what you do, you have to love what you do. Otherwise, it's not, there is no sense. Remember the 2838? There is no meaning. You have to love it, to struggle for it. You have to love it, to be romantic about it. Excuse me, you have to uh, be ready to communicate your knowing, your empowerment of feeling, of romance and excitement, passion. It's part of the stream of emoting. Here we're really mutating through emoting, through poetry, through song, and through all kinds of written and musical art. Everything about the individual that it mutates you but by what it says. And with this emotional manifestor channel, it can trigger people's emotional tendencies and the emotional environment. So it's important not to do anything when these people are not in the mood, because otherwise it backfires. Being open to the other, then is the time to be around people. And when you feel like um, you're antisocial, it's time to be with yourself. Here we have the potential magic of really communicating gracefully. The 22nd gate, the gate of grace, and actually the left ear, which hears in a wave. So when they hear something, they don't hear everything at the current moment. It takes time for them to, is this what I heard? Did it sound like that or like that? It really comes later. I have this gate, so it can come later, and suddenly you realize, oh, that's what I heard. Didn't I hear that? It's moody. It doesn't know. It's uncertain until it knows. And then it's really certain. That's what I heard in the tone of the voice. It was there. Those people are really here to impact you with the tone of their voice. They can really play with their voice and be really artistic. And one of the most extraordinary things about the 1222 is that they're deeply antisocial beings when they're not impacting anybody, when they're mm, by themselves and avoiding others, when they wake up only emotional moodiness in the other. Mm, Basically, same here. Don't do anything unless you're in the mood. And um, the channel of openness or closeness, you're either open or not. The 12th gate is a full stop. It's not a comma. It's a full stop. So you're it kind of finishes the process. I have nothing more to say. I'm closed now. It's the end of a process in the now. Or not. The next moment, I'm open again. This is emotional manifesto channel. So there is no truth in the now. Always rooted in moods and love and in all kinds of individually specific and mutative forces, which can really empower you when you see with their poetry and when you see how they're themselves and how artistic they are. And at the same time, they can, when they attach reasons to their mood, they can become depressive and impact you with this depression. Individuality excels when it loves to do something. This is why, and it's here we have a design to do. We have an altar to throat, to do and to say when you have clarity, not before that. Be initiated from the inside before you act and actually inform those who might be impacted by your actions or not. Basically, we have here the potential to bring a transformative new awareness to the collective and to the tribe. And this can be very powerful, or if not said in the right moment when you're not in the mood, then it can be taken quite distortive and can spike moods. So there is a keen sense of timing here and an awareness of the audience's openness to know when to use the warmth and social skills to get the public's attention and when to get close enough for the words to be really impacting and transformative, a catalyst for loving changes in the people's lives. And to use the quality and of the voice to touch people in order to educate, to mutate, and to communicate. Because See, the manifester channels, the manifestors are here to bring something new, something never happened. And especially in the individual circuitry, we have mutation, which means change, which means not something that never happened before. And we don't know whether it's a good mutation or a bad mutation until it goes through the checking of time, whether it is or not, whether it will withstand time, to determine how powerful that individual impact was. Here, it's not about being the best or the first, it's just being and acting out of clarity over time, not being spontaneous. And it can really bring a mutative difference and full impact when the magic of these individual words or music or poetry or any kind of often acoustic communication and artistry and art can impact the moods of the other so that they can um, accomplish getting to new territories. So sometimes it takes time before you have clarity to know what to really communicate and what to do. And it's best to prepare others, to inform them before, so as not um, to give a big surprise and smashing. You can have very smashing words to the other. When it's correct, it's good timing. Um, you really have the capacity to listen and to hear what is true and what the mood brings. And with social interactions, when barriers are put, it depends on the openness or closeness of the 12 gate, which in its environment, in this existential moment, is either ready to be open, to impact you, or impact you with their closeness even. So being this channel kind of teaches us that when you're ready with what you have to say or do, and it's the true thing, it can be really impactful and beautiful and new when it's authentic and when it's in the right time. Waiting out the wave is a big mm, cornerstone here, if I could say, to authenticity. How does this make me feel? And then informing others before you act or not act or say something or not say something. Are you ready to hear me? Are you ready to do something with me? It's it can be really antisocial. So don't expect those people to be always ready to impact you. On the opposite, half of the time they will not be. And if you have that channel, you can be a very masterful voice and tone and words communicator, which really empowers and impacts others. Hence, you listen to your inner authority, and these will be the emotional authority, as we have emotional center defined, and it trumps all other authorities. So clarity is the key to the right circumstance and the right timing. Then you can be really impactful and powerful being. When you're open, the whole group is open. Imagine. This is Veronica with Human Design Journey and the channels, the series with the channels. If you want to know more about your individual design, please have in mind that human design is when you take pieces, bits and pieces out of here and there. This is out of context, and human design is multi-layered system. It takes 3.5 years to actually become professional, to really be able to synthesize and look holistically at the chart. Being able to dive in, but then get back to the surface, dive in, get back to the surface. That's an art, and it takes timing to develop that art. If you would like to know more about your personal song, so to say, your personal aura, auric frequency blueprint, and how it all works out together in one connected frequency, then please feel welcome, and I will be glad to guide you on your journey to your best version of yourself, practically. This doesn't mean you're gonna suddenly have this happy life, because it's not about happy life, it's about authentic life. It's and your mission, your life purpose, it takes over at some point. It goes beyond you, and it's something that you cannot really grasp, the bigger picture, because it takes time to find your place in the bigger picture and to realize that it's only an illusion of separateness that we live in. We're all connected, and that um, being the unique part of that wholeness is the best you can do for everybody, for the whole. So it will be my pleasure, and um, I love to work with people. So if you need individual analysis, or with your loved ones, partnership analysis, and if you resonate with me and my voice, it's great if you're open to allow me to impact you with your um, song, because looking at somebody's chart, it's looking at their personal song, looking at their melody, which is very individual and unique. It's so beautiful. I love working with people to see everybody is so beautiful. And of course, you can also see where are the chance to deviate from your true nature. That's what human design is so useful and really practical with, because it's not only about knowing who you are, it's knowing who you're not, because this is usually where we got trapped, and where we um, experience pain in the not self, in what we're not. That's where the pain is. That's where the not acceptance is. That's where the self-loathe is. Human design lets us find our correct, healthy ground, so that you can really travel on the least resistant path, on the most authentic frequency, which cannot confuse anybody. It's just there. being tuned in to your innermost. I'm Veronica with Human Design Journey, and please feel welcome to contact me for more information about yourself or to like and subscribe to the channel for more coming from me on the channel series or other information with human design. And I'll be back with more. Human Design Journey, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can find me on all the socials and on my website, humandesignjourney.com. Bye for now.